The Illuminate, possibly the most impactful enemy species in both galactic wars, but much of their mysterious past is veiled in shadows. As great as Super-Earth and managed democracy are, and they are great, they, however, were not the first. The first were the Illuminate, by a very long time. The Illuminate were an alien empire that existed for thousands of years before humanity even looked up at the stars. Their technology is a mystery to us. Though we are able to fight it, we are not able to comprehend how it works in most cases. Especially since during the First Galactic War, they are said to have used nanobots to manipulate our citizens and Helldivers' minds, casting illusions and the likes, things that seem like magic to us. In the Second Galactic War, it has been rumored that they are doing more than just that. That in this day, they actually use dark magic granted to them by some dark deity in their exile. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's look at the actual history. The Illuminate's history before we met them is mysterious at best. We know that they evolved from aquatic squid-like creatures on their homeworld of Squibba Shrine. Excuse my pronunciation, but I do not speak Squith. Squith was the name they gave themselves. They were an expansionist species according to Super-Earth archives, who were in possession of planet-destroying weapons, which is why the initial peace offerings by the Illuminate were turned down by Super-Earth and met with only war. Their culture or leadership structure is hardly known to us today. However, during the First Galactic War, among their ranks were so-called council members who could cast illusions and rode in hovering seats. These are assumed to be some sort of leadership figures. Sources differ on what their terms of surrender were after the First Galactic War. Some say that Super-Earth tried to eradicate them, and almost succeeded in that, since they were believed to be extinct. However, some also say that the initial terms of surrender were just them demilitarizing or being banished out of the galaxy, and that they were just assumed to have slowly gone extinct by decline afterwards. What we do know, however, is that during the Second Galactic War, they re-emerged with a military force able to face Super-Earth. After their re-emergence, they began raiding our colonies for a while, never actually taking any of them, but inflicting major casualties. After a while, they were thought to have been re-extinct by Super-Earth. However, at the party celebrating their re-extinction, the Illuminate Great Host emerged. A fleet of massive overships headed towards Super-Earth herself. On their way to our glorious capital, they destroyed 3 innocent colony planets without mercy, and eventually glassed Mars without even trying to take it. Then the invasion of Super-Earth began, and was eventually, of course, fought off. Now they are trying to re-establish their empire, having claimed multiple worlds in the galactic south. Ever since the invasion of Super-Earth, the Illuminate have been mostly quiet, silently rebuilding their empire, taking our world and enslaving our citizens. However, there are rumored sightings of a faction of Illuminate cultists that are able to manipulate dark magic beyond even the illusions they caused during the First Galactic War. None of these rumors have been confirmed by High Command so far, but we can assume that the Illuminate are planning more than to just silently retake their worlds. I believe that the cultists are out there, and that they are planning something dark. Perhaps as the remnants of the once great Illuminate Empire were nearing extinction during their exile into the galactic void, they encountered something dark, something ancient. A deity or an eldritch horror that promised to help them, that gave them access to dark magic in exchange for devotion and worship. Something that gave them the ability to corrupt the souls of our citizens. Something that wants Super Earth gone.